A very good morning, students. I hope you all are doing well. So before we begin today's class, let me ask you one question. Have you ever thought of where to use words like often, loudly, quickly, under, below, small, big, etc.? So today's class is going to be all about this. We are going to learn of where to use such words and where can we put such words in a sentence. Such words and these kind of terms are called adverb. So let us begin our class for today. Students, once you have learned how to use or how to make basic sentences, or if you have learned how to structure a sentence, we come to the next part, that is we learn how to use adverb. Now before we learn adverb, let us try to understand what does the term adverb mean. Now take the word adverb. Can you divide these into two parts, add and verb? We can, right? Now we all know what add means. Add means adding to something. And what does verb mean? Verb means action words. So we are getting some idea from the word itself. You add more meaning or you add something more to some action word. So that is more or less the example, the definition of adverb. Fine. An adverb is a word or phrase that improves or modifies an adjective and verb. Fine. Now what does modify mean? Modify means to improve, to modify it in a better way. An adjective, we all know what adjective is. Adjective black, beautiful, blue, and all these terms that describe something in a more efficient way is called adjective. Now adverb helps to define, to modify the adjective in a much better way, and so does it too. It do to the verb too. Like for example, we say he ran quickly. Now he ran is a verb. Fine. Now to add more meaning to it, we say he ran quickly. Now this quickly is adding more meaning to the verb. Fine. She spoke softly. Spoke is another verb. So we are adding more meaning to it when we say she spoke softly. Fine. Next we come to he ate the cake greedily. Fine. Now he ate is another verb, and how does he eat the cake? He ate it greedily. Students, that we have understood what adverb is. Adverb, something that adds more meaning to verb or adjective. We are going to learn about some of the basic types of adverb. Fine. Let us look into how many types of adverb we have here. We have adverb of manner. Fine. The first adverb, manner. What does manner mean? Manner is how you act. Fine. How you behave is called adverb of manner. For example, you say quietly, sadly, then you write beautifully, and you say he sings very well, or you say he ran very fast. So these are the manner in you describing how something is being done, how some verb is being done, or how some adjective is being described in a better way. Fine. Then the second type of adverb is adverb of place. Place is what? It means where. Fine. You say, for example, you say under the table. Under the table means it was under. Under is going to be a place. Near the wall. He was standing near the wall. Now near becomes the adverb of place. Above the tree. Now the bird was singing or sitting above the tree. Now that is another place. Now what examples we have? Above, under, over, below, upon, near, very close, away. All these are adverb of place. I hope you are able to understand this. The last type of adverb of is of adverb of time. Now time, when we say time, what are we talking about? We are talking about when. Fine? Or when does this happen? He went yesterday. He comes daily. She talks to him frequently. Frequently means a lot of times. So that is again something we are talking about time. So these are the different types of adverb. Now with further, we are going to look into each one of them in depth. We are going to look into depth about the adverb of manner, and we are going to look into the adverb of time and place. Fine. So let us come to the first adverb. Coming to the first type of adverb, that is adverb of manner. As I told you, it tells you about how something or someone is doing something. Fine. So adverb of manner focuses on how something happens. They are usually placed either after the main verb or after the object. So basically when we tell about how some verb is being done, or when we talk about how some adjective is being when we are talking about some adjective, then we use adverb of manner. Or then when we are using or talking about some verb or action, we use the adverb of manner. And it is one of the most frequently used adverb. This type adverb of manner is most of the times used. So let us come to the first example, that is he ran quickly. Quickly is adverb of manner because it shows how he ran. So he ran quickly. Second we come, she spoke softly. How does she spoke? She spoke softly. James coughed loudly to attract her attention. Now how did he cough? You always ask the question how when you're talking about adverb of manner. So you ask how did he laugh or how did he cough? He coughed loudly. He plays the flute beautifully. Now see, the flute is the object here. Fine. And after the flute, we directly are using our adverb of manner. How does he play the flute? How? He plays it beautifully. He ate the chocolate cake greedily. Now the cake is another object, after which we directly are using the adverb of manner, that is greedily. How did he eat the chocolate? He ate it greedily. Fine. Now I hope you have understood the first type of adverb, and now we will be coming to the next type of adverb. So now we will be talking about the adverb of place. Adverb of place is that change or qualify the meaning of a sentence by telling us where things happen or are defined as adverb of place. So the meaning is added more, or we modify the sentence more when we talk about the particular place where things are happening. Fine. As for example, when we say put the cake there. Now put the cake. Put means verb. You are asking someone to do some action. Put the cake. Now when you use the term there, which itself becomes the adverb of place, you are adding more meaning to it. Put the cake there. After a long day at work, we headed homewards. Now homewards is towards the home. So after a long day at work, again another verb we are talking about, another action that we are talking about, we headed homewards. Please bring that book here. Again someone is asking you to do something. Fine, some action is going to be taking place. But then when you add the adverb of place there, you are adding more meaning to it. Then the next we talk about is my grandfather's house is nearby. My grandfather's house is nearby. Now you have a house that is a grandfather's house which is nearby. So these are the types of adverb that we need to study about, and we need to focus on the adverb of manner and the adverb of place. I hope you have understood it. Now we will be talking about we will be taking some examples, and after that you will be given some worksheet for your practice, and I am very sure that after doing the worksheet you will understand what adverbs are and where and how you use them. Here we'll be talking about some examples of adverbs. Let us take the first example without wasting much time. Anita placed the vase carefully on the shelf. Now we could have written this sentence like Anita placed the vase on the shelf. It totally makes sense that someone is doing some action or someone is putting the vase on the shelf. But just to add more meaning to it, to modify the sentence, we are saying Anita placed the vase carefully on the shelf. Now students, can you tell me which type of adverb carefully is? Correct, it is the adverb of manner. You're doing something. How did she put the vase on the shelf? She put the vase on the shelf carefully. So it is adverb of manner. How something is being done. Let us come to the second question. Tara walks gracefully. How does Tara walk? Tara walks gracefully. Tara walks could have totally made sense, but then when you add gracefully, you are adding more meaning to the sentence. So you are adding adverb. You're doing that gracefully. He runs fast. Another same example, same kind of example where he runs is totally making sense, but when you write fast, it add more meaning to the verb. Fine. Next example, you can set your watch by him. He always leaves at 5 o'clock. Now, as I told about the adverb of time, when you are talking about when. So here we have the adverb of time where he's telling he always. As I told you, always is another adverb of time. The dinner guest arrived early. Another adverb of time. Early is adverb of time. She sometimes helps us. Adverb of time. Sometimes is like talking about some time. Will you come quietly? Now this is another adverb of manner. How will you come? You will come quietly. Fine. Are we going there? Now tell me, what is this type of adverb? Yes, it is adverb of place. Are we going there? Now there is some place where we have to go. So you are asking, are we going there? We could have said, are we going? Totally makes sense, doesn't it? Doesn't the sentence make sense? It does. But then when you write, are we going there? It adds more meaning to the sentence. So here we call it adverb of place. I meet him near the market area. Now when you say I meet him, totally makes sense, I meet him. But when you say I meet him near the market area, it is adding more meaning to the sentence, and that is the task of adverb. That is why we use adverb, to add, to make a sentence look more beautiful, to add more meaning to a sentence. So students, I want you people to use more adverbs when you're talking in English or when you're using your sentences or making sentences. Next time, do make sure that whenever you are writing something, you use more adverbs. Or for that matter, you use the new grammars that you are learning, and make sure you are practicing them. So you will be given the worksheets which you have to practice, and also other than that, you should use these terms and these words on a regular basis, and you will learn about them in a very easy manner. Thank you.